Hello guys, it's Gen.Drago here, and in today's video I'm just going to talk to you a bit about Final Fantasy, the trading card game, as well as opening these two packs we have right here, which is an Opus 3 and the new Opus 4, which I haven't got around to get any cards on that yet, so that's going to be exciting. Also, obviously I'll be talking about the game itself, as well as what I think possible fakes will look like, because in the next few videos I'm going to put up as well, we're going to do a video about fake Pokemon cards and fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so just to give people a bit of heads up about them. We'll get into more of that to the end of the video. So we'll go with the old Opus 3 first, since that's we'll go with the old timers. It wants to be opened. So fiddly. That might be the majority of this video is me just trying to open a packet. Should have bought some scissors. Why don't I bring scissors? Be smart. It's nothing to eat, Angel. It's only cards. Before I start going for the cards, one of the things I would like to say about Final Fantasy, you do get 12 cards in a pack, which is really, really good compared to other card games, and these I got for £3.50 each a pack, which is a reasonable price, quite a good price for Final Fantasy, and that's just really good value for money, I think. And it is the best card game at the moment because it's not super broken at the moment. But then I haven't got into Opus 4, so maybe Opus 4 has doomed it, but we'll see. So our first card is the super common Sky Pirate replica. I'm using myself like 50 of these guys. So when Sky Pirate replica attacks, choose one backup you control and activate it. It's a wind guy. So we've got those we've got into a standard knight. Feature the backups you control. Knight gains 1000 power, which isn't bad if you've got 5 on the field and it's only 2 cost. And we've got another Mink. Little mannequins there. Infernal Summoner. So enters the field, you may search for one water summon of a cost 4 less and put it on top of your deck. Oh wow, it's just given us all of these. Jeez. Brawler attacks, choose one for as the highest cost. Opponent controls, it can't block this turn. Oh, it's a researcher. It's just a field, each player discards one card from his hand. Put this guy into the brick zone, each player discards one card from his or her hand. And so attached, choose one for your opponent controls. At the end of the turn, it loses 1000 power for each job class. I have a class 0 cadet deck, and she's definitely so. If you are making one of those, you definitely want her in there. Oh, we've got Quan. So, for each card in your hand, Gordon gains 1000 power, and this special is just one forward your opponent choose one forward your opponent is being damaged this turn. If that forward has a special ability or an action, break it. So it can be quite useful. Oh, you always do get guaranteed a shine, like you do in like most card packs for like any other card. So this is a summon Exodus the Judge. Select one number, your opponent selects one number, break all 4 is equal to even numbers. We've got Shulk. When your opponent is dealt damage, activate Shulk. And so she's a backup, so you can use her again to, so that's alright for your water deck. You know, when a character is put from the field, it's a brick zone, you may remove one card from the game instead. Genki, cool ninja. And if he enters the field, I'll probably butchering most of these names, you have to forgive me of that. You may play one job ninja and one card named ninja that costs 4 or less from your hand onto the field. Really good for a ninja deck. Oh, I don't think I got this guy. I got all the other cards, but not this dude, I don't think. Theodore, when one of your water characters other than Enters the field, choose one forward you control, select one from the following. It gains 1,000 power until the end of the turn, it gains first strike until the end of the turn, it gains brave. Brave is probably the best option to give it out of that. So there's the Opus 3. So alright, the new one from that, but that's really a surprise of me because I do have a lot of them. So now we've got Opus 4. Give that a good opening. Oh, that one went much better. Instant open that one. Again, Angel, solely wrappers of cards, it's not any food. Oh, we got a flying. A thing flying. It's definitely a new card. It's a very weird design. Oh, it must be this monster. It might be new rules that they've introduced to the game. Interesting. Set one card named Flying and add it to your hand. Put Flying into the break zone. Your opponent discards one card from his or her hand. You can use this ability during your turn. So that's a new type, so I don't know if that's still classed as a forward or not. It's interesting. When Magnus enters the field, choose one forward. Deal it 7,000 damage. If you control 5 or more job standard units, deal it 9 damage instead. Okay, it's a lot of cost for that, but if you just have a standard deck, you can do some nasty damage. Sage. Put Sage into the break zone, choose one forward you control. If it deals damage to a forward this turn, damage increase by 2,000 instead. Black Mage. Put Black Mage into the break zone, choose one dual forward, deal 4,000 damage. Atomus. Select one of the two following actions. Choose one dual forward and break it. Very good. On its XE best as well, that's really good. Choose one forward, deal it 8k damage. Ooh, we got a cartoony Chocobo. When Chocobo enters the field, choose one forward other than Chocobo. It gains haste until the end of the turn. Oh, too far, too far. Yeoman. Put Yeoman into the break zone, choose one forward. It gains first strike until the end of the turn, draw one card. Ooh, shiny, shiny. Ooh, it's a legendary. Nice. You're pretty much guaranteed to get a hero or a legendary, heroic or legendary card in these packs, so they're super good value because shiny legendaries, they at least go for around 15 quid, maybe more, depending on how good they are. When Terra enters the field, you may search for one summon of cost 5 or less and add it to your hand. Choose one forward, deal it 6,000 damage, search for one summon and add it to your hand. That's good for a summoner deck. And we have another monster, Cobalt Roid Yami. To the end of the turn, Cobalt Yami Yin also becomes a forward. Okay, so it's not the same as a forward. With 3,000 power, and Cobalt Yami Yin can't be blocked by forwards that cost 3 or more. You can use this ability. So that'd be quite good for a ninja deck, actually. I really need to find out what monsters are. I need to find some rules. Oh, it's a Kawaii Buhamut. Oh, that's really cool. Choose one forward, deal it 8k damage. If it is put from the field into the bricks on this turn, remove it from the game instead. Very nice. Oh, we have the Tom Bearers. Look at them all matching up with the Jedi cloaks. When Tom Bearers enter the field, choose one forward. It loses 2,000 power till the end of the turn. Put Tom Bearers into the break zone, choose one forward. It loses 2,000 power until the end of the turn. Put Tom Bearers into the break zone, choose one forward, it loses 4,000 power until the end of the turn. We've got Tama. Tama enters the field, choose one air forward of cost 5 or less in your break zone, play it onto the field. Put Tama into the break zone, choose one air forward of 5 or less in your break zone, play it onto the field dull, because it uses ability during your turn. And there we have it. Yeah, well, yeah, Tommy was a heroic as well, so that's also pretty nice. So that's the new Opus 4 pack. We've got some cool looking things in there. We've got a cute Bahamut. Where is cute Bahamut? There's cute Bahamut. My favourite. really, really nice design. So there we have it. Well, that's the opening section done. Close this door. So I'll talk a bit about the game itself. Like I was saying before, I think it's one of the best, if not the best card game out at the moment. Because since Yu-Gi-Oh has pretty much shot itself now, especially with this new update, just makes the game pretty much unplayable now. But with this, you don't have a OP, like no one can play like a pure OP deck. Like you really stand no chance of winning. Any deck can beat any deck given the right circumstances, and there's nothing that can really overpower one another. You can mix some cool combos that you can do with any card game, but this one just feels a lot better flushed out than most card games out there. You can go on for a steady amount of time, so it's not an overly rushed game, and it doesn't drag on forever and ever, because you will with its rules you will eventually run out of cards quite quickly. And again, with the card packs that they before, they're such good value for money compared to any other card game out there. It's just insane how good value it is. You get 12 cards, guaranteed one shiny, and you always get at least one heroic or legendary. As like in the fourth one there, I got a shiny legendary as well as a heroic. That's just amazing in my opinion. And so if you want to get into a card game, you don't have a lot of money, pick up FF. It's really easy to learn how to play. I'll have to learn this new monster system that they just brought out again. But other than that, it was just super easy to learn, really fun, and with how cheap it is, you could easily be able to get yourself a deck together. But what I did was I got a starter deck. I got the Cadet Type 0 starter deck and just modified that with a load of other cards, and that gave my first deck that I made. So it's super easy to get into, a load of fun, and it's well, as I said before, it's not like if someone has a super strong deck, it's not like you can't do anything about it. You can win with pretty much any deck, even with starter decks can beat built decks. So yeah, so definitely, if you want to get into a card game, I suggest getting into FF trading card game. So if you're looking for some presents for your kids or anything, get them some of them, get them into it, because it's great value for money and it's just an awesome time. So that's my little rant about it. Now the other thing I would like to talk about is I haven't seen any fakes out for this yet, for the Final Fantasy trading card game. Maybe because it'll be quite hard, because since in every single card, as we have a look at our cute little behemoth here, if the camera focuses please. There we go. Like down here you have the Square Enix as it's all its copyright information on here, which is really good, because on a lot of the card games they don't, so people are afraid to go and make fakes of them, because they just put, oh no, nothing's copyrighted on it. So I think that's the reason why no one's made fakes out of these yet, but some people might try. And the things you really want to look out for, you see it's a bit different how they've put them, because normally the what game they came from is down here in the old ones, but the new ones they've put it up just above it now, which I think it's fine just being down here. But what you want to look at is the copyright information. You'll see that it changes on different cards. That's because it's the copyright information for that game that it represents. So if you know what character these games come from, look up the copyright for that game, and if it's different than on the card, then that card might be a fake. I know that's quite hard in Final Fantasy since they do reuse a lot of the characters, like definitely with the monsters like Tomberry. But if you can just search up the card itself, to be honest, on Final Fantasy, on any proper shop that sells in, like a proper game shop. Like my local fantasy game shop is called Akron, and that one. So if I was to look at a card and I thought it looks a bit fishy and the copyright didn't look great, I'll just go on the Akron website, have a look at their version of it, and everything for them is guaranteed to be real. So it's quite easy. So these ones I think it'll be hard to make fakes out of because of the copyright, and it'd be quite easy to spot if they did. So I don't think you have to worry about being caught out on these. And generally with other cards, what they generally do is sometimes you'll get the wrong image, or they'll probably get the cost wrong up here, or spell the name weird. I find that a lot in different card games, but I will. So in my next video, I am going to go through the Pokemon cards, about spotting fakes on them, because I bought some fake Pokemon cards, and I'm going to tell you all about that, and how to go about getting your money back, and how to spot them in the future. So that's a little thing, hopefully, for you to look forward to. So yeah, so please look forward to them. And before we go, here's a nice little shiny Pokemon card. A little question for you guys: is that a real or a fake? So let's see if you could answer that before I put out the. Or you could just wait until I put out the Pokemon video, and then you'll know if it's a fake or real. But until then, thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video about trading cards, because I do love them so much. I've been a big fan for years. Love Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'll see you around.